Hello everyone, welcome to the Olympic Stadium here in Minsk. But Belarus to end this international window, meeting Jordan for just the second ever time in a friendly environment, and for Jordan in particular an important one tonight, ending a spell of matches in Europe in preparation for the upcoming FIFA Arab Cup. The hosts smarting from a rather humbling experience in Cardiff recently as their World Cup qualifying campaign drew to a close, and on the end of a 5-1 thrashing to Wales. Belarus, a fragile spot it seems at the moment, as they simply cannot find the answer that would bring them a victory. 8 straight losses in international action, whether a qualifier or a friendly. And here tonight, in front of a fairly sparse crowd who have come to watch for free of charge, Jordan look to maintain their fine preparations for the upcoming Arab Cup and to do to Belarus what they did to Kosovo in their last game, winning 2-0 in Pristina. Neither of these two nations have ever qualified for a World Cup finals, so they have that in common. However, for Jordan, it's all about preparation before heading to Qatar for the Arab Cup that starts at the beginning of next month. It's a drizzly, cold evening here in Minsk. Belarus had been playing their home games in Russia due to restrictions outside of their control. But even in a friendlier environment, they just simply cannot find the right formula. And they have a returning coach who came back in June, but who has lost every game since his return. And they were properly beaten by Wales in Cardiff, bringing an end to a World Cup qualifying campaign Well, they only won once, finished bottom, and we're on the end of some hidings also on the scoreboard, not more so than when they conceded 8 against Belgium. Jordan, well, they'll be feeling the pinch, I'm sure, here tonight, since they've been in Eastern Europe compared to what they're used to back home. Temperatures around freezing for this one. They've left sunnier, warmer climes back home. And looking to complete their mini-European tour with another win, which will be a 5th in a row after a mini-friendly tournament in Amman pre-tour. The likes of Malaysia and Uzbekistan ended with success, clean sheets in that run too, so they are in a very, very good place at the moment. Players are ready, and our officials tonight are from Armenia. All about preparation. But for Belarus, the chance to just bring what has been a fairly miserable 2021 in international action to a close, and to do that on a high note. Well beaten against Wales in their final game in Group E of World Cup qualifiers. Group E overall, that finishes tonight. But Jordan coming here in the hope of getting something again to take with them to Qatar. So here come the teams then. Belarus bringing to an end their international campaign for 2021. Fair to say, it hasn't been great. And to end on a high tonight and a win will be their first since March in World Cup qualification it was against Estonia. Facing Jordan, who have enjoyed their time in Europe so far, their preparations for the FIFA Arab Cup coming up next month couldn't have gone any better. Now here looking to add more insult to the injured Belarus to go to Qatar with ideal confidence right behind them. Before we get underway, we will have the national anthems. Let's have a look at the team sheet then. Unsurprisingly, coach of Belarus, Georgi Kondratyev, has made changes from their game against Wales. Pavel Pavlyuchenko in goal, being one of 5, which also includes their top scorer from the World Cup qualifiers, Vitaly Lisakovic, dropping to the bench. Shevchenko, Bakar, Kontsavoy and Yuzepchuk, those to come in. Yevgeny Yablonsky, their captain, offering experience in the middle of the park, and a player who at club level has won 11 major domestic honours in Belarus with giants Batye Borisov. As mentioned, our officials are from Armenia. It's a good evening to Zaven Hovhannisyan, who's taking charge of these nations for the very first time tonight. So both captains, Evgeny Yablonsky of Belarus and Mohamed Al-Dameri of Jordan. Adnan Hamad, the coach of Jordan, has also rotated, looking to get everyone match ready for the Arab Cup. A change in goal also from their win in Kosovo, with Yazid Aboulayla getting a run out, but one of the key players to keep their place is Hamza Aldaradre, who is leading the line, who is a scorer against Kosovo and has reached 25 goals for his country. Captain Al-Dameri starting at centre-back again, despite the fact that he has played left-back in his career. A 4-3-2-1 we expect them to line up tonight. As for the benches, the two Lisakovic brothers, Vitaly and Ruslan for Belarus. For Jordan, Bahaz Saif, an able goal scorer in his career, including against Uzbekistan last month. Stage is set then. The final time in 2021 for Belarus in international action. Off we go then on a chilly old night in Minsk. And to bring down the curtain on the international calendar for Belarus, well, that has been far more negative than positive in terms of performance and results. Those performances and results for a major tournament, that qualification once again evades them. For Jordan, they have the Arab Cup to look forward to in December. So their last chance really to get things right on the pitch before heading to Qatar next month. Georgi Kondratyev is the head coach of Belarus, 61 years of age, and his second spell as head coach, which he had 3 years between 2011 and 2014. And his opposite number, Adnan Hamad, who's a former Iraqi international. He also is in the second spell at the helm of Jordan, previous between 2009 and 13. Here is Yablonsky for Belarus. Possession game at the back so far for the home side. Shevchenko. To play just about by Roman Yuzepchuk, but Jordan able to turn it over. Performance against Kosovo in the last game described a smash and grab in terms of getting the result. A resolute defensive performance. Will it be the case here tonight in Minsk? Here's Ruslan Yudenkov. Now Shevchenko, with his international debut back in June. A home loss to Azerbaijan. Switch doesn't really come off for Belarus. The clearance away by Nasib. Both coaches mixing it up, changing things around again. And in Jordan's case in particular, Adnan Hamad just looking to give everybody some minutes out of what is an important competition for them coming up in December. There's Adnan Hamad stressing the importance of tonight. It was a man who led them to their victory over Belarus, the one and only time that these two have met. Back in 2013 with a 1-0 victory, that's all it was. Shvetsov tidying up, and Pavlyuchenko sticking his laces through it. Flicked on well by Klimovic. Haddad will settle for that. There's a man who's waiting for his first win back, Georgi Kondratiev. I've been assistant coach for a couple of years alongside Mikhail Markel, who departed his role after a record loss at the hands of Belgium when they conceded 8 Belarus in qualifying. Just talking to here for Abdallah Nasib. He's a little late. Van Bakar on his feet, ready to get going again. Nikolai Zolotov. Bakar trying to get the better of two. Tied into the corner, and Haikal clears his lines, but he'll come back at them here. Jablonski calming things down. More options in there, but plenty of red shirts in there too. Oh, and the save from Abu Laila was needed. Konsovoy had just one thing on his mind here, and it might have just been sneaking wide, but Yazid Abu Laila wasn't to know this. And he comes, deep it comes. Arriving at the back was Yudenkov. Couldn't keep it in play. Yudenkov, a centre-back who plays for Gomel here in Belarus, who were promoted back to the top league last year. Just a handful of caps behind him in his career as well. Mahmoud Mahdi has been amongst the senior ranks since 2015 when he made his debut in a goalless draw with Kyrgyzstan. Not really been able to get going yet, Jordan. Suddenly, once they've got themselves over the halfway line. It's Haddad. As they give and go on, Haddad continued his move forward. Otomeri can play left back. He is playing at centre back again. Offers that versatility at the back, the captain. Goes long this time. pass out for Abdullah Man. Here's Zolotov. The player who's equally adaptable to play on either flank. He's starting a left back tonight. This is club game in Ukraine. Kolos, Kovalivka, who are 11th in the Ukrainian Premier League. Buhashish, Kulishalaik, and Aldimarai gets a clear. Cute turn by Jablonski, but he's given it away. Here's Rawa. Caught out, Belarus turn it over again. Yudenkov. I still might work out this. As Shevchenko comes forward now. Shevchenko with the cross and over the top. Arriving was Ivan Bakar. Couldn't keep his effort down. Man born in Minsk. Able to add to the one international goal that he's got in his career. Slip very nearly, proving costly in the end. Bakar unable to keep his effort down. Player was about to complete his second season with Dynamo Minsk. Here's Madi. Mohamed Abu Hashish. There he is again, a man who's featured in around 4 matches, just 4 matches this calendar year. Every game that he's played in, by the way, that won Jordan. Maybe he is the ultimate lucky charm. That's a cute touch. Yuzevchuk. Deflection on that, all good reactions as it comes back out to Yuzevchuk. Well, the flag is up. And Bakar in the thick of things once again. Busy so far is Yazid Abulala. Suddenly offside as it came back to Yuzevchuk. Just coming off the inside leg of Abdallah Nasib. Not quite catching the goalkeeper out. Another chance for Bakar, however. Played the final 10 minutes against Wales. Charged down by Bakar, here they come. And the goalkeeper just about holding on to things. Alexander Soyava deciding to take matters into his own hands. Not much else on, it has to be said. Did have options left and right, but whether they would have been the better option, I don't think so. As Bakar was plenty of red shirts around him. Belarus can take encouragement from the start that they've made, though. This first 12.5 minutes or so. A reminder that their defeat to Wales was their 8th defeat in a row, whether qualifiers for the World Cup or in more friendlier environments. Jablonski. Shevchenko. of the game against Kosovo for Jordan to sit in. A test of their defensive stability, which they passed it in the end without conceding. Here's Mane switching it. Just about half the legs to find Haddad. He's forced backwards though. Abdullah to Mane. Nasib. Is Hassan coming a little deeper to be involved? Haddad. Pretty tight over there. Jordan have won the last 4 games. They've not conceded a goal in the last 3 games. Against Malaysia, Uzbekistan and Kosovo. Healthy sized fan club inside the stadium tonight. This is the National Olympic Stadium here in Minsk. Been playing some home games, classed as home games in Kazan in Russia. It's a silly free kick to give away. There's Ahmad Haikal. One of the options to find here, Abdullah Man. But he comes, sliced away. Alexander Salyava, former Shakhtar, currently top of the tree and champions in Belarus at the moment. He's got over 100 league appearances for the club. Bumpy effort, no problems for Pavel Pavlyuchenko in goal, who's #1 at club level with Ruk Brest, signed from Dynamo Brest for the 2021 campaign. Given away by Israewa. Not messing around here, Belarus. Izebchuk. Find a cross, he can't. Abu Hashish in the way. First job as a fullback, stop the cross. There's the flick on, and a flick on from Shevchenko. Now Yablonski sends it back in again, but one captain clears from another captain's cross. Looks like Baha Abdullah Rahman has got the armband for Jordan at the start of this one, but 2 real leaders out there with Aldumari as well. And there he is. Zolotov to take this throw. Long it is, but the flick on, and wants a claim for Abu Laila. He claims it well. There would have been some goalkeepers around who'd have opted to punch that clear rather than claim it. Commanding goalkeeping. Not really been able to get the front line involved at all so far. Have Jordan. I think Hamza Aldarazre has actually touched the ball at the moment. Dulaman, who's just given that free kick away, he's just signed up to play in the Malaysian Super League. It's a good turn. Inviting cross, the goalkeeper is there again and will claim it again. The clearance is long. Back it comes as Belarus turn it over once more. Shevchenko for Yezebchuk. Wants it back again, gets it. Here's Yablonski. Pressure from Jordan, pushing Belarus back to halfway. Kosovo. Oh, lovely touchdown, Yablonski! That is a smashing goal for Belarus. The captain leads the way, and Jordan are undone by a wonderful team goal. Look at this, how well worked was this? The movement, the flick from Klimovic, and there was Yablonski. Super finish to fire beyond Abu Laila. But they have just carved open Jordan here. And finally something to cheer about for Belarus, led by their captain Evgeny Yablonski with his third international goal. Belarus have done something that Kosovo just couldn't do in the last game for Jordan, and that was breakthrough. And you can see with the amount of attempts that they've had as well, not for the want of trying. And a row goal for Jordan as well that they have conceded, considering their fine run of the last 3 games that they've played, and they've not conceded a goal since Bahrain scored against them back in September in a 2-1 victory for them. September, by the way, the last time that Jordan actually suffered a defeat, and that was against Haiti. Two nations who missed out on World Cup qualification. Jordan unfortunate not to progress further in their own qualifying campaign, as they missed out on goal difference in their group stage to Kuwait. Belarus bottom of their group. Wales and Belgium dominating it. And here they come, Jordan. The boot seemed a little high there, but it's kept alive still. And good play not quite working out as it did down at the other end, and then fired over the top. To no avail by Hassan. Plays for Al Waidat. He's been at the club since he was 15 years of age. His club. Zebchuk. The clearance, will it fall for Klimovic? Not quite. Yablonski getting a boot in there, but has been penalised at the same time. Seemed to get a fair chunk of the ball, but I think it's the follow-through more than anything. Might have just caught the ankle of Ahmad Haikal. is Haikal, gets another free kick. At times this game hasn't really got going, has it? Despite the goal. All the tests and part of the learning process, some preparations ahead of the Arab Cup. Competition which will prelude the World Cup in Qatar next year. Give it away. Jablonski now, the centre of everything. Klimovic. Shevchenko. Give it away. Duratra. And he's starting to make his move here. Shvetsov across. Shows good composure. Duratra, but in the end it breaks down. Zepchuk, who's just an absolute bundle of energy. And it's gone against him in the end as protest that it didn't come off me. Cut up well by Baka. He gets it back again. Jablonski. Here's Yudenkov. Short for it is Klimovic. Jablonski. Savoy has to go backwards, where his captain Jablonski can't thread it through that Ivan needle. It's Raiwa. Some pulling out of that was Ruslan Yudenkov. Gets the throw in their way, Belarus here. From Pavlyuchenko. His international debut just over 4 years ago. He had to wait 2.5 years for his next one. Zepchuk. Oh, what a cross. But nobody there to pick up the pieces. And her dad can play it away. To keep them boxed in here. Zolotov putting that pressure on, and they've managed to turn it over. Far more comfortable with the ball at their feet at the moment. And Belarus. Zepchuk, off he goes. Do well to get there, although the covering Abdallah Nassib was very quick off the mark. Winding it up for the long throw. Jablonski. It's asking a lot. Oh. Gloves are off for Shevchenko. Shevchenko, right back for Belarus, is yet to be on a winning team at senior level. Could that all change here tonight? The player representing Shakhtar. There were 2 games to go in the Premier League here in Belarus. Shakhtar Soligorsk champions already. Take their place in the qualifiers, first round of the qualifiers for the UEFA Champions League. Haddad, not much going on. Arms out in frustration. Tell that story. Abdulrahman for Altameri. Nasib. Here is Hassan. Better this from Jordan. Can an opening be created? Oh, appeals for a handball. It was absolutely fired in, it has to be said. It looked like it was Jablonski with the block. I don't think you're going to be getting penalties for that. Belarus again. Izemchuk wanting it. Oh, it's played behind him. Just set off a little too quickly. His 14th cap tonight. Roman Izemchuk. Shevchenko. Marty. Showboating with half an hour played. Hasan Haddad. Never on, was it? Well, close call for the referee to have a look here as he was fired by Haddad straight into the midriff. You can see the hand, the arm is well into the body. There was nothing he could have done there. A deliberate act to stop the ball. Dakar ending the free kick from Mohamed Al-Damari. As the coach, he says the performance and result tonight will be an indicator going forward, especially for his young players. Young players he's putting the faith in to take to Qatar. One of his more experienced, clearing it away. That's a nice turn from Altaradre. Block was firm, and at the end, Belarus do get the free kick. Yudenkov. Going to need to be wrapped up tonight with temperatures barely just getting above freezing. Bench for Belarus, that has the two Isakovic brothers warming in at the moment. Vitali, by the way, player who scored more goals than anybody else in this squad of players. Klimovic just feeling one in the back of the head. Game restarts, Belarus in possession, although doesn't seem the happiest, does he, Georgi Kondratiev. Pleased with the way that they've undone Jordan with a terrific goal by Jablonski. The 20-minute mark. Let's see, taking a risk. Belarus throw, it will be. Shevchenko seen a lot of the ball in this first half, down this right flank. Shevchenko just caught on his heels a little bit. It's back hard, calming things down. One thing that Georgi Kondratiev was saying after the October games that they played was how they lacked any ounce of luck throughout those games. Not enough skill as well to successfully complete attacks. Well, we've seen how good they can be when they form attacks and how they can finish them off as well with the goal scored by Jablonski. In the end, Belarus finishing, well, as it stands, some 11 points behind Wales in second place. What is that World Cup qualifying playoff place? Shvetsov, awkward one this, and Pavlyuchenko does opt to punch, and to some effect as well. Dulaman gets the free kick. So a chance for Jordan to commit some players up from the back. 10 minutes to go till half-time. Saliava was never getting the ball, was he? Zraiwa to deliver. Could be an awkward one this, as Nasty rises. Oh, it's got to be offside. Hi Carl, that's so disappointing as well when you're looking right down the line. Oh, I tell you what, take that back, take that back. It's a very wonky backline, if you like, not straight at all. Belarus got away with that. Meanwhile, here they come down the other end. Savoy's delivery, he'll get another try now. He's looking to keep it. That favoured right foot of his, despite the fact that he's playing left side. There's loads of space here, though, for Klimovic. And Klimovic! They're all over the place, Jordan. Klimovic, who lasted 70 minutes against Wales. Artem Kontsavoy will have a go here as Klimovic meeting the sandwich there, isn't he, at the near post? And he comes. Bolala punches this time. Gets some significant purchase on it. Alderazra. Isolated at the moment, brought down. Maxim Shvetsov doing his bit just to stop any momentum for those fans to get excited about. Duran throws a score up late on against Kosovo to seal the deal on the victory. Abu Hashish. Here's Haddad. Touch, will it have enough weight on it? Just about. Calmly done by Mahdi here. Let's start again, Jordan. Another free kick given away this time by Roman Yezebchuk. To marry again, a man born and bred. He played his club game in Saudi Arabia too. Back in the homeland playing for Al Wydad as the Jordan fans making themselves heard. Here's Jablonski, whose goal is the difference so far here in Minsk tonight. All the way back to Pavel Pavlyuchenko. Taken down nicely. There's not much going on in the centre at the moment for Belarus here, as Jordan getting more and more red shirts back. There's Salieva. Can't avoid back to it. Cheaply given away. Hassan. Aldemeri. Abu Hashish. Hassan Haddad. There goes looking for Aldaradra. They've taken care of him so far. Abu Hashish. Pretty open in the midfield at the moment. Those loose balls being picked up by Belarus now. Yezebchuk. Was read well by Bahar Abdulrahman. Jordan with just the one attempt on target so far in this game. Belarus have not had that much to celebrate. Certainly throughout this year, we have to go back to March for their last victory. Play on the mind of the players. Change of coach hasn't really changed things too much. Oh, and it spills! And just about getting there. Abu Laila ahead of Yezebchuk. Can't keep hold of it at the moment, though. Expect a flurry of changes, you feel, at half-time and throughout the second half. Here is Hassan. Wanting an option, not really getting it, and to go sideways. Just summing up the way things have gone for Jordan in this first half, in terms of testing Pavel Pavlyuchenko in goal. Nasib goes backwards. Gets it back again. The final minute of the 45. Expecting too much to be added on at the end of this one as Yezemchuk now takes hold of the situation, but seen up by Abu Hashish. One game it is, underneath it, Shvetsov. A lively Kontsavoy. Klimovich, that will be that for the first 45 here in Minsk. And Belarus with an advantage going into the break. A wonderful goal. A team move capped off by their captain, Evgeny Yablonsky. Belarus looking to respond after being rumbled in Cardiff by 5-1 in their final World Cup qualifier. But that man's goal has given this very, very sparse crowd something to shout about and cheer about. At halftime here, it's Belarus 1, Jordan 0. welcome back to Minsk, everyone. Currently Belarus leading by a goal to nil at half-time as the players just start to make their way out. Expecting to see some changes from Jordan. A goal down, courtesy of Evgeny Yablonsky's goal on 20 minutes. The difference here at the National Olympic Stadium. Those that have come through the turnstiles tonight, they've free entry. But as you can see, not many have made it through. So a trio of changes to be made then. We're going to see Ibrahim Sadeh come out, number 8. Introduction of Yasin Bakis, number 11 there. Baha Saif is also going to be coming on. 3 half-time changes made by Adnan Hamad, the Jordan coach. So Rajai Hassan coming off, being replaced by Saif. Ahmad Isra also coming off for Yasin Bakits. There's Ibrahim Sadeh. Confirmation of the change being Mahmoud Mahdi coming off. So we're back underway then here in Minsk as Belarus lead by a goal to nil. Final international outing of 2021. Jordan have got more competitive action to come with the Arab Cup. To be played in Qatar next month, so ideal preparation it is. Plenty for Adnan Hamad to try and learn from his team in their final minutes before going into more competitive play. Georgi Kondratyev has not won a game since his return in June. Player in his time played for the Soviet Union, scoring a handful of goals, but he never made a squad that went to a major championship. Belarus themselves yet to qualify for an international tournament since 1991 independence. For Jordan, the 2004 and 2011 Asian Cup, finishing quarter-finalists, the best ever results at an international tournament for them. Dating back to 1953, their first ever international game. Let's come back off Abdallah Nasib. But Laila clears it away. So the first chance here for Yasin Bakir to have a run with the ball at his feet. The switch to find Ehsan Haddad. Running out of pitch in the end. For versatility down the right side, he can play a lot further forward if he is required to. Here is the lively Yazebchuk. He's had a very good evening. Blocked off well here, though, by Abu Hashish, who has also done well. It's been a very fascinating contest between those two. just be seeing Alderadra just coming back and playing in a more 10 role rather than an out-and-out 9 role to be left for Baha Saif. A little nudge in the back of Hamza Alderadra, and they'll get the free kick here, Jordan. Although many of them will be travelling to go and watch Jordan in the Arab Cup competition that they once upon a time hosted. They're taking part in their 9th Arab Cup, playing games against the likes of Morocco, Saudi Arabia, Palestine in their group. Hosted it back in 1988, incidentally. Good pressure there from Jordan here. Trying to be taken right in front of Adnan Hamad, who came into the job in June after their former coach Bokelmans and his second in command Stefan van der Heijden left their roles due to not qualifying for the World Cup. Adnan Hamad has been back and forth in coaching jobs really since his first dabble in 1994. Back home in Iraq. Kosovo. It's Haddad. And through they go, right through the heart of Belarus here, and back hits. Can't take his chance. Big stop from Pavlyuchenko. He's had very little to do so far in this one tonight. And how he was called into action there. Terrific pace shown by Yasin Bakit. He's got 5 international goals for Jordan in his career, but he hasn't scored for a couple of years now. Here's Yudenkov, stopped in his tracks. Big save from Pavlyuchenko. Look at this. Getting the dangerous side of his defender. Vitally important save from Pavlyuchenko, as Gleb Shevchenko wasn't going to get anywhere near Bakit. Could have been in some trouble as well had he brought him down too. Off he goes again. Alderadra. Nasib. Haddad. Saif couldn't take it with him. And now Belarus can maybe fashion something through Yezebchuk. That's good covering. Altameri. Suddenly encouraged Jordan. That chance from Yasin Bakit. A different proposition in the second half, perhaps, than what we saw in the first, where Belarus always looked the more likely to score. They did when they were on top. Altameri. Yasin Bakit. Abdullah Mak. Haddad. How's he going? We see moments in this game tonight where you think something's going to happen and a silly foul comes and just breaks up the occasion. At times it has struggled to have any real rhythm. Oh, that wasn't pretty at all from Baha Abdulrahman. He's furious with the referee. He might just have to calm himself down and doesn't talk himself to a yellow card here. Martin Kontavoy. His debut in September in a defeat to the Czech Republic. And he scored their consolation goal in Cardiff. Safe. Strong in the challenge. Fair was the challenge. Salieva. And his debut in the Nations League against Albania. Had to wait a year then for his next cap, which came against Estonia in World Cup qualifier. Plays for Dinamo Minsk, but came through the youth ranks at Abate Borisov. Abu Hashish. These two nations are pretty close when it comes to the overall FIFA rankings. Just 5 places separate the two, with Belarus the rank of 95. Defeats actually in October in those World Cup qualifiers saw them fall 5 places. Jordan just ahead of them, just inside the top 100. Zetcho plays it through, and this is Ivan Bakar, and still he goes on, and what a reaction save that was. And it just come off Abu Laila's head, it looks like, as Ivan Bakar was sent through but couldn't capitalize. Best player on the pitch tonight, Zetcho playing it. Oh, look at that, straight off the forehead. It doesn't matter how you keep him out as a goalkeeper. Jablonski can get on the end of this. That is a vital intervention, and now Jordan can come away with it. Haddad. By a save. Yassin back hit now. Back hit. That's a really good block. Down at the other end, this time from Maxim Shvetsov. Dinamo Minsk defender who's been at the club all of his career. great noise inside this arena, which hold around 40,000 when absolutely packed. Referee's seen a little too much going on inside. Belarus penalty area. Bakit sends it in. It's Abdallah Nasib. The hope of a corner, but it goes his way. He scored at the wrong end against Haiti in a friendly recently, but also scored at the right end against Uzbekistan in another recent friendly. A 3-0 win it was. Abdallah Nasib. Pretty certain of that, didn't he, Mohamed Al-Damari? The final touch came off a Belarus player. Zhudenkov. Zholotov. Kotsavoy. There again. Bakit wants it. As it's towards Altaradra. Taken over again by Belarus. It's an open feel about things at times in this one. Haddad gives it away. Yablonski now takes over. On the hour mark here in Minsk, Belarus still leading by a goal to nil. So the introduction of Anas Hamad for Jordan in a few moments. Ah, lovely turn from Bakar. Zolotov. Now Kontsevoy. Zolotov again opts not to go for the cross first time. Back for Kontsevoy. Oh, now then, we'll get the return. And Nasib in the way, and he can clear his lines. And now the change can be made. Some pressure being built on the Jordanian defence, but they've passed that test, and now the change can be made. And we'll see Ahmad Haikal make his way off. And Anas Hamad play to take his place. Appearance in a row where he's come off the bench. Previous 3, all the matches that they've won. It takes something special for them to turn this around, you feel. Although they've offered a bit more going forward in this second half than they did in the first. Andrei Solovey is set to join us as well for Belarus. Be the first change made by Georgi Kondratiev. Zelieva. Zolotov finds a cross. Shevchenko. Save, nice layoff. The 2 coming in to win it back from Anas Hamad. And now Kontsevoy. Can't find a cross. Full credit to Nasib, who just kept him on that weaker side. So Solovey is going to be coming on here and taking the place of Ivan Bakar. Rest start for Ivan Bakar tonight. His previous 5 caps have been as a substitute, and he came off the bench for the final 10 minutes against Wales, his first international minutes since March in that 8-0 defeat against Belgium. Soloway, who plays for Torpedo Giardino, comes on for the final half hour or so. Oh, and again, the reactions needed by Abulala. I just wonder whether he was unsighted here. May have been that Soloway just blocked off his eye line. He still got down well to parry it away from danger. Bit of hesitancy at the back here for Jordan. Plenty in there, but the flag is up. Despite the header into the goal from Andre Soloway. Belarus, who have lost their last 4 games at home since they beat Estonia 4-2. Scored in their previous 2 home games against the Czechs and Belgium. Jablonski scores the difference though on 20 minutes. They've kept Adnan Hamad's side quiet in front of goal, although there's an issue here for Hussein Haddad. Catching one on the back of the thigh, it looks like. Many of these Jordan players play at home. The Jordanian Pro League, it's called, and just like in Belarus, it runs through calendar year rather than many other top leagues in Europe. Run from August or so to May. Al Ramtay are the 2021 champions. It's Nasib. You need to keep going. It's a very, very chilly night here in Minsk. Winter's certainly biting. Belarus still leading in a fixture where they'll be desperate to end on a high note after the disappointments of 2021 so far. Jablonski. Zebchuk for Zolotov. Oh, big corner. There's a fair bit of confidence behind Haddad. But that was going to go out for a goal kick, but not to be the case. Belarus said to make more changes. Surely they will come in the next break of play. On top of the corner stakes. Punch clear, that was Shevchenko. Zevchuk. Yablonski. Going to get another one here on the opposite side. We will see the changes. So the introduction of Pavel Shevchenko as Zevchuk makes away. He's had a very good game tonight. We'll also see the introduction of Max Ebonk. He takes the place of Zevchuk. Artem Kontsavoy is going to be making way here, is he? He is. Zeko replacing the second tier in Russia with Torpedo Moscow. First involvement is to take this corner. And it comes. Oh, bad delivery, has to be said. As Jordan are now going to make changes. Yes, Anel Naimat. He's going to be coming on for the final 20 minutes. Sada. Sada again. Can't find his target. Long for Ebonk. Ebonk has been playing Kazakhstan with Astana. Team involved in a real title race. In Kazakhstan, second season there after he's moved from Shakhtar. Sada. Save can turn. And switches it. Finding back it. A little reverse, but it doesn't come off. Salieva can get it clear. He's made up a lot of ground in this one this evening as changes set to be made, and we will see the end of Hamza Aldaradre. A thumbs up for Yazan Al Naimat. First involvement, here he is. Can he find back his? Not quite. Good intervention, which might have covered some cost as well for Belarus here, as the referee's going to stop things. Yudenkov might have just been caught big time by his goalkeeper. It was just an inevitable collision, wasn't it? And it looks as though Yudenkov has come off a lot worse here. Player only made his debut for Kondratyev against Estonia, coming last month. Ruslan Yudenkov, the 11th oldest player, by the way, to play for Belarus, 34 years, 6 months, 16 days. Wait to see whether he's got to be coming off, whether they are going to make a change. Zolotov to restart. Back hit. Svetov. Lebong on the chase. Met perfectly by Aldomeri. Just where a second goal in this one is going to come from. There's Lebong again. Holding things up, playing well. Across it goes, but out of the reach of Klimovic. They just can't link up. Bahasai for the moment. Jordan, it breaks down again, and Belarus can come back with it again. Lebong has been on the ball a lot since he's come on. Zolotov. Finding the space, Klimovic. Challenge from Nazib. Quarter of an hour or so away from a first win. Back in charge. Maybe that little bit of luck that he said was missing throughout the end of the qualifying period for the World Cup. It's going to be on their side tonight, Belarus. Looks as though that ball might have gone out of play before it came back in, and it has done. Jordan just nudging it in terms of overall ball possession tonight. Far more attempts by Belarus, but just the one goal still in this set. It's gone against Soliver here. Sane. Here's Jablonski. Fine pass, Soliver now. Options both sides of him. Sheko. Well stopped in his tracks by Ibrahim Sadeh. We're going to see the introduction of Ruslan Lisakovic. Comes the corner again. It's another disappointing delivery. The chase is on here. Not to introduce his brother Vitali. Ruslan, who does play in the Belarusian top flight compared to Vitali, who plays in Russia with Lokomotiv Moskva. And now the change is set to be made, so we will see Alexander Salieva make way. And Ruslan Lisakovic plays for Lizlok. Same club as his other brother Dmitry, who is yet to be capped at senior international level. Ruslan is the younger of the trio. 19 years of age. Pavlyuchenko underneath this. Abdulrahman forward. Back heat. Forced to go back. Abdulrahman. Tamari. Bonga let that run. It's been one of those games tonight where passes have gone awry on a number of occasions, and overall quality of this one hasn't really been there in abundance. Well, an important game for very different reasons for these two nations. For Belarus to just get to know what it feels like to win a game, having been so long without one. For Jordan, competitive games to come. That's been a bit niggly at times, fair to say, as we approach the final 10 minutes. Here is Anas Hamad. And the touch, and Hamad on his way, keep it in play, he can. And he finds a cross too. Side. Oh, what a fabulous hit, and that's a really good reaction stop. Yazan Al-Naimat denied by Pavlyuchenko. Jordan so very nearly level. Fair to say that Al-Naimat, he couldn't have hit that any sweeter, but either side of the goalkeeper, and I think you're looking at 1-1. Well, when he's been called into action tonight, and it's not been often, it's fair to say, he's come up with some big stops. It's Pavel Pavlyuchenko. How well hit is that, but it's at a good height. Like I say, either side, and that is probably bursting the net. Soloway here. And once again, just a bit of a warning to Belarus. Flicked away by Sada. Zolotov now. A strong challenge. And it will be a free kick here to Jordan. The referee opting not to bring out any cards in the game just yet. It's been niggly, but it's not been that kind of game. Good block by Nasi, but it still might work out. This is Klimovic. Right across it goes! And nobody can get on the end of it. Ebong just couldn't get there in time. Oh, it's a super ball in. Warning shot down at the other end for Jordan. That would have put the game beyond doubt, you feel. Jablonski. Here's Ebong. Resisting to get a delivery in first time, although he's going to get a free kick here. With a clear block off by Mohamed Abu Hashish. Good quick feet. Ebong had totally done his defender in front of him. Came off the bench against Wales, did Ebong. In fact, it was against Wales back in 2019 that he made his debut. Here comes a free kick. By safe. Gotta get to safety. One of Pavel Setko's better deliveries, fair to say. Gleb Shevchenko of the champions in Belarus, Shakhtar. To launch this in, there's the flick. Call from the goalkeeper, hasn't got there. It was very, very risky play. And Hamad. Strong, really good from Zolotov. Well, time running out for Jordan to get something out of this. Maintain this little mini beaten run here in Europe. Kosovo beaten. Though Belarus, but for a few nervy moments, have looked pretty comfortable throughout this, it has to be said. Hadi Al-Hourani. Gonna get the final 5 minutes or so. About 1,100 inside at the stadium tonight. Nasib, the player that has made way for Jordan, who's had a strong game at the back, Abdallah Nasib. Reminder, 8 defeats in a row for Belarus. Competitive and friendly action going back to March. To end on a high here tonight in Minsk. They're nearly there, but this is Bakhit. Certainly has added a little bit of spark since he came on. Won't quite reach him here. Belarus can bring it away, but coming across well is Abdulrahman, who surely is going to get a yellow card. Better in these games to get all your frustration out before heading into a competitive tournament. Lisakovic. Ebong. Ooh, dragging back his man there. But they're not happy the amount of fouls has been given away, Max Ebong, and actually he's got into the book, so we've not had a yellow card for 88 minutes. We've now had 2 in the blink of an eye. Not pretty, certainly. Altamiri. Abdullah Man. Al-Hurani. Pretty much a straight swap for him, and Nasib coming off. Saif linking up nicely. Back heat. Over the top it goes, beautifully brought down, and over the top it goes from Al Namat. They plucked that out of the air superbly. Jordan looking to finish strongly, but he was always under pressure from Shevchenko. Minutes, we're going to have added on here. Oh, I've just got away with that in terms of a foul throw. Haddad, who got the final touch. It's come back off Hamad to frustrate Jordan. And suddenly a foundation for Belarus to go forward into 2022. I'm not going to be involved in a World Cup in Qatar, neither will Jordan, but to end what has been such a horrible run with a victory here tonight, it will give them encouragement going further forward next year. And the international calendar resumes. Here is back hit. That is if they can maintain and hold on to this lead. But back hit might have other ideas. A really important challenge coming in from Ebong. Defensive duties. Abdullah Man. Not quite where it has to be, according to the referee. And it comes. To flick it on. Altamiri. He's never scored an international goal. Be some time now to change all that. Deeper one this time. Pavlyuchenko claims it. How well did he claim that? Under some real pressure. A yellow card for taking his time. Pavlyuchenko here. After 3 minutes. Solovay. That's that. Belarus end 2021 with a victory. And have ended 8 games without a win. A goal coming on 20 minutes. Good to see if Jablonski enough as Jordan's preparations come to an end ahead of the Arab Cup. Jablonski's goal is the difference as Belarus finally win an international game. Final score here in Minsk. It's finished Belarus 1, Jordan 0.